well, I'm gonna go off on this guy. I'm like, you with your simple, basic ass dick. You think you can call me, bitch? And that audio is what made it become viral, so.
What's good, you guys? Welcome to Wingin It, the show where we ask our guests flavorful questions fueled by Wingstop. I'm your host, OfTheSaint, and guys, we have a very special guest with us today. You know, born in Atlanta but raised in Argentina. You know, she's coming with that flavor and also has a hit song called Go F Yourself, which has over with YouTube and Spotify 1 million streams. Ladies and gentlemen, Nanu.
Hello.
How you feeling today?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what the wings are and the questions.
The
spicy questions.
The spicy questions.
I just got from Argentina, you know, and I'm like, I know that anything that I say now in Canada is gonna be
No, I feel you.
a culture shock.
Right? Well, before we get into it, so with every episode, right, we have a game that we play called Find Your Flavor. So basically what it is we have 4 flavors on the table. You basically pick one, we try it, then you have 10 seconds to actually eat it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But before we get into that, I'd love to ask, like, your name, Nanu, right?
Nanu.
Where did it come from?
It was actually my nickname when I was a kid.
Wow.
So they would call me Nanu, and then when I was picking the name, I was like, should I go for Daniela Sofia, which is like my name, or Nanu? And I was like, Daniela Sofia is like a really dramatic Mexican novela, you know?
Yeah.
And I was really inclining for it, but then I was like, nah, Nanu is simpler, just straight to the point, and it represents my inner child.
I love it. Hey, did you give yourself that name, or did someone kind of like just say it?
I don't know who gave it to me, but when I was a kid, they always called me Nanu.
I love it. You know, so you live in Toronto right now, right? And so obviously you got to experience the kind of cultures that's in Toronto. Is there anything with the Toronto culture that inspires your music?
The fact that all the cultures that are in Toronto, I feel like Toronto has a really special sound in the sense that, like, you will find, I always say, those beats that you hear them and you know you're listening to something from Toronto, you know? It has kind of like that trap and Afrobeat and a little bit of Latin here, and I'm like, it's really special sound, and I'm not planning on leaving it.
I want to get right into the game. So basically, you can choose any number you want, and then we try and guess the flavor.
Okay.
Number 3. Okay. Boom. Ooh. Lots of flavor in this one. I'm gonna eat it with you.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Yep, 10 seconds.
This is honey garlic.
Honey garlic?
No, wait, because it's it has like a tangy. I don't know, but it's good.
It's barbecue.
Yeah, I said it was 2.
Honey garlic.
I was like, there's only gonna be 2 for me. Garlic.
And barbecue. Talk to us about how music is an outlet for you to discuss things like your relationship, therapy, mental health, and romance.
It's catharsis for me.
Yeah.
That's why, like, for example, Go F Yourself became really viral for the ending of it. I'm like, everything I do, I always say I inspire myself from reality, and then I get delusional. But it's like, it's just a catharsis, and when that song became viral, it was like the last part of it where I'm just like going off on him. I'm talking to him, and like, I was inspired by Pac and hit him up after he goes off, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go off on this guy. I'm like, you with your simple, basic ass dick. You think you can call me, bitch? And that audio is what made it become viral. So to me, everything is just like, I'm crazy, but the good kind. And I have all this like intense emotions, and I just put them there, and
I love that, and it's crazy because people like we're both land, right? So people like to call us kind of say what we do is crazy, but like when we go back to our countries, it's normal. It's normal.
I went back to Argentina, and I was even more, I would say, normal than them, because I'm like, oh shit, I've spent like half of my life in Canada now. I'm kind of Canadian, I can't lie. Like at this point, and I was like, oh my God, Argentina, I love you, but you know, I feel a little bit like I'm not that crazy here. Damn. But no, I feel
you stand out. So would you say you stand out, or?
I don't know if the word is stand out, but I definitely feel like I have to get used to, again, a culture that can be really crazy, really passionate, really euphoric. And when you're in Canada, you do get used to a lifestyle that a lot of times is more like correct, proper, chill. Over there, things are not like that.
Absolutely. And then one thing to, before we move on to the next flavor, one thing that I do like is I watched your Bowls and Beats podcast, and one thing you talk about kind of like meditating and therapy, and I relate to that heavy because I'm the same way. It's like I love meditating because it kind of eases your mind. It's like why, like, you know, how does meditation help you kind of like you know with your performance, your music, and your self-worth?
First, in the sense of like the flow, because I feel like when I perform and when I write and everything, it's really similar to meditation in the sense that nothing else matters and you're just like in there. So the more I train my mind in meditation and the further, because I'm really like, before I had to do guided and everything, and now I will go silent for like half hour, and I'm trying to take it longer, kind of like monkish style, but I feel it helps in the getting into the flow when I'm performing and like forgetting about everything and just being there. And aside from that is like consciousness, because there is this getting in and out of the character.
Yes.
And now I understand what they mean with you have to be down to earth. Now I understand the meaning of that. And it's really like, you have to meditate and remember, like, you're here, you know?
Yes.
Because fame can be a little bit like neurotic and you're like, and it's like, you're a human, breathe.
With obviously, like, you've been in the game for a minute, right? And you've been, you know, like, a lot of you've been to, like, with TikTok, Instagram, you know, you've been kind of like, people love to come and to say this kind of negative stuff of what you're doing, right? Does that kind of bother you at all, or?
It's hard. Sense? It's hard because, like, there's Daniela and there's Nanu. Nanu is Daniela, but Nanu is not all that Daniela is. So there's like that line between when they say things, they can be hurtful because I am Nanu and I put all my love into what I do. So it's like, oh, it's like my baby, you know? And they're like hitting it. And I'm like, no, that's my baby.
Right.
But at the same time, like, in the whole meditation thing, it's not real. It's just a screen and just a whole bunch of people behind us. Like, that's not reality.
Absolutely.
It hurts, but when you come back down to earth and think of it, it's like, that shit ain't real. It's just a comment. Like, it's a perception of someone.
Absolutely. I love that. Okay, so we're on to our next wing. So we tried barbecue. What's the next flavor that we're trying today? Woo!
This one looks easy.
Let's see. Have you tried Wingstop before? Have you tried Wingstop before? First time?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper? Close.
And lemon on it too.
Okay, you're basically right. Salt and pepper. The famous one from Rick Ross, I made famous. So yeah, he basically got it right. Lemon pepper.
You know, in Argentina, they don't really eat wings.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. We eat like chicken. Look, my accent is coming out. Damn.
Hey, you just came back from Argentina.
I just came back and it comes out naturally. We eat the chicken, but like in grill, not like this.
Wow, I'm surprised. Especially like us Latin artists, you know, we're very big on chicken. But why do you think like Argentina doesn't eat chicken wings?
Argentina eats everything. Everything's grilled, like the famous parrilla.
Everything.
Yeah, and also no spicy. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to like import some spicy shit in this country because these people don't. You will give them the most minimum thing, and they're like, ah! And I'm like, no, that's not spicy, bitch.
No.
I got Caribbean kids. That's not spicy.
Oh well, like, you know, when you were younger, right? So I read that you wanted to be a ballerina. Right? Like, so what made you transition from being a dancer to now doing music?
I fell off a mountain.
Really?
Drama. No, I had an accident and my ligaments broke, so I had to have like some time off from dancing. And then I couldn't really, because of the time off and everything and like personal stuff, I couldn't aspire to the level that I wanted in ballet. I wanted to go to like the Colon Theater, like the big, it's a Bolshoi and Colon, and that's what I wanted. I was like, I want that. But at that point I couldn't. But the good thing is I do bring it into my art a lot nowadays. The only hard thing is that I'm doing a lot of urban. So sometimes I'm dancing and I'm like, they're like, bitch, this is urban, you gotta let go. And I'm like, but ballet.
I love it. So like, how did it make you feel? Just like, you had to stop your dancing career because of that.
Well, it was definitely sad at the moment. It was kind of like, there's nothing you can do because it's a physical thing, But it did help me a lot, as I said, to like form me. And I wouldn't be where I am right now if that didn't happen. So now I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
That worked out for me.
I love that. And like, so like, what artist inspires you and inspires your sound?
I'm really into pop, big time. Britney, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Beyonce, big pop. I'm also really into Amy Winehouse, Erykah Badu, Sade. I have like my chill side. I listen to everything. In a point, like if you watch my Spotify, you will get classical music and then the most like underground hip hop. It's just like extremes of everything.
Okay. And you obviously you're a proud Argentinian, right? So do you have any people in Argentina that that are artists that you love to collab with?
I really like Nati Peruso. Ooh. She's amazing. Maria Becerra, because I feel like she's someone who has gone through a similar path of me, of like the social media to the music. Taichu, I think she's one of like the best artists that Argentina has right now. I could name a lot. The thing about Argentina is that it is a culture that they do invest a lot in having people in the arts. Like the city in itself, there's a lot of investment in what's art. So when I see the artists in Argentina, I'm like, I'm so proud. We're so good. Like, there's so much art in this city. There's so much like love for art.
I love that. Okay, so we have 2 more flavors left, right? So we tried 2 and 3, lemon pepper and barbecue. What's your next number?
I'm gonna get number 1.
Number 1. Ooh, okay. It looks a little glossy. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, yep. What do you think this?
Honey garlic. I got one.
You got one. You got one.
I said the only 2 I know: honey garlic and barbecue, baby.
Honey garlic is my favorite wing. Anytime I go to a restaurant, honey garlic is honestly the only chicken wing I get.
When it comes to chicken, Canada is a place like the best chicken is here. How they season it and everything. Oh,
really? I love that. Canada.
Meat, I'll stay with Argentina. But chicken, this is the place.
Ooh, okay. And so, what do you prefer, drums or flats, with chicken wings?
I think drums.
Drums? Why drums?
I don't know, juicier.
Okay,
Juicier.
right?
I feel like nothing's juicy.
And it's like honestly, it's more meat to it. Like, my favorite is drums as well. It's honestly just more meat, just more flavor to it.
I actually like it better when it doesn't have any bones or anything. I'm really like
boneless.
Yeah, boneless.
Boneless. Hey, Wingstop does have boneless wings, so next time, so this music industry, obviously, is a very like male dominant space, right? How important it is for you to claim your space as a woman in the music industry?
Well, I think I come off really strong, maybe, because I'm like, I think that it helps me a lot to have a degree in a sense, because even though I have a brand that's really sexual and sometimes could play against the respect that certain men could have for me, when I have to do business, I do business. And it's like, I will come with the facts. I got my degree in this. Yeah. I'm like, we're sitting down and we're talking business. Do not mix things up. And I feel that's really important in this industry, is like, because we are objectified. Every artist, even men, are objectified. The whole idea is to be a product and an object.
Yep.
It's important to know how to like draw the line and when to do the business aspect. So I think that helps a lot.
I love it. And in a lot of your music videos, I see that you like kind of like dominating like men, you know, like they're in like bowls, you know, and everything. Let's talk about it.
Well, I have my Nanu chongos.
Ooh.
So you know how Hugh Hefner had his like 3 bunny girlfriends?
Yes.
Well, I have mine and they're men.
Wow.
Yeah. On Sundays we do orgies.
Okay.
Then during the week we take turns.
Okay.
There's the Cunilingus Festa. So those are the days I just sit down and they just eat me out and rotate.
Ooh.
It's a rock star life.
love
If men
that.
can do it, I can do it too.
That's it. Y'all talking shit. Okay.
I take them with me everywhere. They're my boys. They're my man.
Okay. Honest, and it's like, are they the same ones in your music videos as well? Like do you only
So
use them?
2 of them, you will see them in videos. Bauti and Lauti, they're in the last video I did.
Okay.
I'm of course thinking about bringing more of them in, and I'm thinking even about a house full of my
Okay.
men.
I love that. Well, I like, you know, you're very free. You know what I'm saying? You're very free how you talk. You know, and I really this industry like what it lacks is just, you know, people really kind of being themselves. You know, so like how important as like an artist and, you know, for other artists as well is to just be yourself and be free.
The problem is, and I have this problem right now with my marketing team, it's like you have to be a product, but at the same time, if you're not real, you're not gonna connect with people. So you have to find that balance in between those 2 things. I think being real is good because that's how you get to people's hearts. But if you're too real, maybe, you know, you're putting yourself out there too much and exposing yourself to a point where you can get really hurt. But I feel like the best thing you can do, at least what I've been doing, and everyone is like, it's not gonna work, and it's working, is be real and have courage. You know, at the end of the day, what people say or what people think, it's just their words.
Yeah, that's it. No, for real. Okay, so we're on our last flavor. Ooh.
Oh, how I like it.
Looks a little red.
Okay. Mild.
Well,
I thought you were gonna hit me with something like super spicy.
apparently it's hot. It's hot,
And
right?
I came from Argentina. This ain't hot.
It has to be a little more spicier. Man, and you say you want a boneless wings. Hey, we got some boneless wings here.
No, but they're good. They're good.
No, they're amazing. They're amazing. You know, and talk to us about your latest album, Borderline Genius Disorder. Like, how did that all come together? And what was the process of how to name the album that as well?
First of all, for the empowerment of the term being borderline, I think that there's a lot of stigma in mental health in general, but especially borderlines. It's like a really big stigma on it. So kind of like wrapping that and empowering myself with it, and also showing that it is something that you can, I don't know if the word is cure, but if you do therapy and if you do shit right and you medicate yourself and stuff like that, it's not the end of the world, it's a superpower, because you're still gonna have the intensity of borderline, but if you're able to control it and control like the bad stuff about it, you have a superpower. And that's why I try to show in the album this range of emotions, from like telling a guy to go F himself to later singing to him how much I love him. You know, it's like, it's one extreme and the other, but as an artist, I think it's a big blessing that God has given me to be insane.
I love that. I know for a fact like you have a lot of kind of like stories. What is the kind of like craziest, spiciest stories, you know, in a studio, on stage, that you know that you can tell our audience that you've been involved in?
Oh my God, what's the craziest one? I should have been ready for this question. What is the craziest story?
Something spicy.
Aside from me fucking 3 guys at the same time?
Yep.
Rockstar!
Come on.
What else have I done? You know what the funny thing is, as much as I am the crazy Latina, I'm not that, like, I'm super chill. I'm like, if I have to think of the craziest things that happen to me, it's when me looking at them that actually, because I do my crazy Latina and then I'm chill.
I feel you.
I had a lot of things happen when I used to work as a stripper.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
I had a guy like get all obsessed with me and follow me and all that shit. I had those, which was really crazy.
You did you do that in Toronto or like in
Toronto? Yeah. I know he's still looking. He's probably gonna look at it. He's probably looking right now.
I love that. That's crazy. And it's like, and tell us three interesting or fun facts about you that some of your fans may not know about you.
I show everything, but I feel like that the side that's less viral of me is that chill side.
Okay.
I put so much into like my music and my content. The cameras turn off and I'm zen as fuck. Another thing. As much as I'm like a bad bitch, I'm super corny.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like the two sides. Really, there's like a kid in me. And then what else? Fun fact about me. I masturbate twice a day.
Okay.
Or 3 times. Just to throw an interesting fact. When you wake up and when you go to bed. And sometimes in the middle too.
Absolutely. You think that eases that kind of eases your mind a little bit? It's like,
yeah. But sometimes before this is fun. Before I go on stage and I know that I have to do like a really sexual performance, I abstain myself completely, tantra.
Okay.
And then I let go of all the sexual energy when I'm performing.
I love that. Okay. And for all our viewers watching, right? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know kind of the knowledge of kind of like even the business or how to be an artist. What are some things motivating advice that you can give them? For anyone that's trying to step into the game and trying to be themselves and just live that rock star life.
Blindly believe in yourself, like blindly. People are gonna tell you you're delusional, be it. Like, just be insane. I always say, I put crazy on my name to make it happen. Like, we're gonna tell me I'm crazy? Well, yep, look at me, it happened. Right? Just blindly believe in yourself and be careful, watch everything. Be really careful. It's an industry that can be, especially women, so the industry can be a little bit rough, but be on your guard and believe in yourself and trust yourself. And know yourself. The most important part is know yourself and stay down to earth.
I love that. So after after trying all these wings, did you find your flavor?
I actually am gonna go for the mild spicy ones because I'm a spicy girl and maybe put some more in that.
More in it.
And they were boneless too. So.
Absolutely. Well, honestly, I really appreciate you coming on to the episode of Wingin It. Honestly, it was a very special one. And do you want to kind of shout your social media? Where can everyone kind of find you?
You can find me. It's the Crazy Latina in Instagram and TikTok. It's Nanu Bitch in Twitter, where it's spicier.
Okay.
And then you have the link to my sensual art, because I also do that. I'm a sexy bitch. And Nanu and Spotify, of course, go listen to my music. You will be able to say that you heard me before I won 20 Grammys. Thank you.
They're proud. And y'all, that's Wingin It. I'm your host OfTheSaint. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at the moment net. All our social media will be down in the description down below. And that's the episode.
Hello, this is Nanu, and I found my flavor on Wingin It. Hello, this is Nanu, and you're on the Moment Network. Got my theaters.